Hey, thanks for joining King Snuffles. Let's see what's good. Keyboard game. Oh, gee, why am I having? Gee, sorry. Okay, most of these I can do super duper fast. I just have. Oh, I know where to get to. Hey, thanks for joining, Preston. How you doing? Thank you for joining Long the Merc. How you doing?
Learn from yesterday. Live for today. Hope for tomorrow. Hope is
Hey,
not a dream,
that was easy.
but a way of making dreams become reality.
Thank you for joining, Randolph. How are you doing out there? That was an easy 5. There. Big Bloom. That'll happen in about 34 minutes. Board game. Scrap junk, produce cloth. Get some floaters. I already know where to go for floaters. Thank you for joining, Lord Vice. How are you doing out
Learn
there?
from yesterday. Live for
Hope you guys are having a good Saturday.
Hope for tomorrow. Hope is not a dream, but a way of making dreams become reality.
Thank you for joining, Jen Garcia. Oh shoot, I just remembered I accidentally scrapped something I didn't mean to yet. But is there one here this time? Yes, there is one. It is incredibly lucky.
A new world order. An era in which the nations of the world, east and west, north and south, can prosper and live in harmony. 100 generations have searched for this elusive path to peace, while 1,000 more raged across the span of human endeavor.
find my own live because it's weird about letting me do everything through Streamlabs still. I don't even understand why.
A new world order can emerge. A new era. Freer from the threat of terror. Stronger in the pursuit of justice. And more secure in the quest for peace. An era in which the nations of the world, East and West, North and South, can prosper and live in harmony. 100 generations have searched for this elusive path to peace, while 1,000 wars raged across the span of human endeavor. And today that new world is struggling to be born. A world where the rule of law supplants the rule of the jungle.
This is supposed to have this deal with TikTok where you can do everything through Streamlabs for TikTok. It very rarely works. By the way, if I get 50 shells, I will do my ghoul voice for 30 minutes.
A new world order can emerge.
Thank you for joining Summer of Samsa.
Freer from the threat of terror. Stronger. And today that new world is struggling to be born. A world quite different from the one we've known. A world where the rule of law supplants the rule of the jungle. A world in which nations recognize the shared responsibility for freedom and justice.
Okay, good. Man, I gotta clear out my stored stuff. It is way super cool.
Can emerge. A new era. Freer from the threat of terror. Stronger. And today that new world is struggling to be born.
Shit, I've got a bunch of stuff I need to get rid of. I don't really think I need that anymore. I figured out how to get around that issue. Thank you for joining RJ Lujan. Figure out a lot of my inventory stuff. It is all over the place right now. Hope you guys don't mind the hard style. I used to really dig this stuff. Man, I gotta figure that out. Thank you for joining Jaren Embry. Hey, yes, I have been playing Doom. I like it a lot. I'm on like the 5th level of Doom. Hope you're having a good night, Jaren, and I hope you're having a. Hey, good to see you again, Vault 9 Boy. I really like the Doom game. Glad about hopping on it tonight. I'll probably do it tomorrow though after I do my giveaway spin wheel thing. Have you played the new Doom? I am working on a couple little things, and then I'll get the farm set up for doing. Thank you for the 285 likes. I'll get the farm set up for going after the EN06. I did want to also test going after the snake. I got a few things I got to do for that though. Yeah, I got it a little early, so I've gotten kind of far into it. I am playing on Nightmare. And it's the first real, like, first-person shooter that I've done in a long-ass time. I really enjoy it, though. I think it's good. I think that once you get into it, the controls are pretty intuitive, and it works very well. Thank you for joining Brian Scorpion King. I gotta do a little inventory management. Not a face with no name. Yeah, not dying helps an awful lot. I do pretty good in the game. Doom, I don't really die very often. The only ones that get me a little hard are the sections that have, like, straight up hordes coming after you. That's really the only time I have any type of problem. And then as soon as I clear that horde, I'm usually pretty good. Yes, I will be going after the bot here in a little bit. I'm just trying to clean up my inventory some because I've got way too much weight stashed up. Hey, Fluffy Fox, how are you doing? User with a bunch of numbers, thank you for joining. That's looking much better. Yes, we can play. I'm gonna get the farm set up in just a minute. Thank you for the likes. I'm just getting rid of some excess inventory so that we can actually stash some stuff again. Or are you needing help with like you woke up 5 minutes ago? Are you needing help with some part in the campaign, or what is going on? It'd be fun to tear through a campaign and make it look like it's, well, it was actually easy first, but make it look even easier. I like 76. I think it's my favorite one. Mainly just because the giant community that's popped up with it. That's the really fun part. New Vegas is definitely the one that's got the best RPG mechanics, but it kills me that you can't actually sprint. Don't scrap that one. You can scrap it. Oh wow, Swift. I think that's all I need. Oh, I still have more junk. I'm in a public world. You probably should be able to join in right now. It takes me a little bit to get the actual bot set up if you wanting to do that.
To a new dream.
Oh, am I not online right now?
There are thousands of agreements you have made with yourself, with other people, with your dream of
Yeah, I'm in a
life,
public world
with
right now,
God,
so you should be able to
with
hop on in.
society, with your parents,
I gotta
with
set
your
up
spouse, with
the
your children.
bot though, so do
But
not
the most
join the team
important
that I'm gonna make,
agreements are the ones you made with yourself.
because that
In
won't
these
work.
agreements, you tell yourself who you are, what you feel, what you believe, and how to behave.
Takes a
The
minute to
result
get that
is
going
what
if
you
you're
call
wanting to
your
farm for
personality.
stuff.
In these agreements, you say, "This is what I am. This is what I believe. I can do certain
Otherwise, if
things
you're looking
in
for
some
help
ways I
with
cannot
some
do."
general, yeah, I tend to start my stuff offline because a lot of people will start trying to hop onto my stuff. I don't even see you on the list of like people who are online at the moment. Man, they almost destroyed my lodge.
One single agreement is not such a problem, but we have many agreements that make us suffer, that make us fail in life. If you want to live a life of joy and fulfillment, you have to find the courage to break those agreements.
Oh, that one. Okay. It'll take me a minute to actually get the thing going. But I sent you out an invite. Look like what exactly? It's always looked kind of a mess, just because that's how I like it to look. It's supposed to be a parody of the White Springs that I called Ghoul Springs. Unfortunately, one of my buildings has been getting really attacked. Alright. Now to get this actually set
This
up
is an
takes
automated message. Evacuation is in progress. Please proceed to the nearest exit in an orderly manner.
Look at this. 1 second, I'm gonna have to close out whatever song this is. Do not join on my team right now. When you join on my team, make sure that you have absolutely nothing going. Like no background missions or anything, or it will mess this all up. I'm getting it going. Takes a minute to actually get it going anyway. Hey, Mom, thanks for joining in. Oh yeah, that's right. I want to skip this song. Ugh. It's crap. I don't have a team going at the moment. I gotta... Oh, hey, thanks for the gifts. No, I don't put Fallout songs on. It's all good. My camp has been set up that way for a while. It is a parody of the White Springs that I call the Ghoul Springs. It's been in that area for almost since the update came out. I don't even know what that gift is, but thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to farm this bot a few times before I even open a team back up. Because if I do it before that, it doesn't work. Hey, thanks for the share. No, I'm not joining a team right now. You might have seen it at some point. I've been having it for a minute. Shit, I have no toxic goo. I gotta go and get more of that. No, I'm not. I'm not inviting anyone until I actually get the raid set up for the farming. There's a particular order to how that actually happens. If you want to jump on for farming stuff, if you're wanting help with the campaign or anything like that, please let me know that specifically. But no, I don't invite anyone to a team until I actually know that it's going to work properly. Thank you. Like, there's an actual process to getting the farm set up. I wish that I could just do it instantly, but that's not how it works. environment, I need to collect a bunch of toxic goo, so I'm doing that real quick. Enough for a minute. Patience comes with doing this a lot. I've had to learn how to set this up very specifically quite a few times. Oh my gosh, thank you, Mom, for all the gifts and likes. Thank you. Yes, my mom is user 7568636691654. Actually, the first time she's joined in a while, because she's down in Mexico at the moment. Thank you for everything. That's a lot of stuff coming in. Thank you. Heck, just learning how to actually do the raid properly, or this setting up this farm properly, we've had to relearn it like at least 8 times. So I know that people want to do the raid, they want to do the farm, they want to get specific things. I've got a lot of people that ask about doing it, so I've learned how to be calm about it. I will reiterate, you need to not have any missions going when you come in to join me once I do have this set up, because it will cancel the bot out immediately. No raid missions, no dailies, no nothing. Have all of it crossed off. If I go through setting this up and then people join on and it immediately kicks out, I know that somebody didn't close out all their missions.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense system.
This is the easiest way to get people like higher up in levels and all that stuff. It's all good. I also have to remind myself that sometimes it might be language barriers or age differences and stuff like that. And there's no point in getting too worked up about it. Nice. That's always a fun thing to do. I love to decorate my stuff. Once I know that I've got this going, I will 100% give you guys invites.
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter immediately.
Yeah, there's some extra stuff that you've got to do. Yeah, I'm on the map. Not in a private world or anything right now. I've got a butt. I might need to put some of that back away. You got your camp underneath the White Springs. How'd you do that? It's looking like I'm about 2/3 of the way to getting this fully set up. It can be a little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes. Hey, thank you all for the likes. We're at 5,047 likes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the diamonds. I got a better solution for that. I'll just turn down the music. There we go. That should be better. Because if I turn up the mic anymore, it's actually going to make it to where everything is, like, distorted and staticky, and I don't like doing that. I probably should turn up... like, the actual 48-volt amp,
Evacuation is in
selector.
progress.
It makes the
Please
mic
proceed to
come
nearest
through just a
exit
little
in
bit
an
clearer,
orderly
blocks
manner.
out more stuff that's going on in the room. I'm also chewing on some gum to help me not want to smoke stuff. And I've noticed that does affect my ability to speak just a little bit.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Oh, okay. Oh, and you know, every music selection that I choose is a little different, so I never know what their exact EQ is going to be set at. Can't tell if Preston joined back on or not. Sometimes it does random stuff when it selects like what it's displaying for current activity.
Warning, energy
Enclave
usage
Preston
critical.
doesn't like me killing the robot over and over. I love going after the robot over and over. I
Take
think it's
shelter
fun.
immediately.
Although I do want to go after the snake. I will do that a little later after I've played with these guys for a minute.
Alert.
Alright, getting most of the way there. That's one. This will be two. You gotta go after it at least 5 times to make sure that the button's truly set and you've over-glitched the system. And then once I know that I've got it set, that's when I actually send out the invite. Talking about Epsilon Squad? Those guys really aren't that hard as long as you've got 3 people that understand the basics of please continue destroying the shield generators. That's the main issue with those guys, is it's the shield generators that's the problem. They're actually pushovers once you understand, well, just have a good enough build.
Warning, energy usage. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter immediately. Alert.
This will be 3.
Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Fall. Don't fall. No, we keep begging them to make it cross-platform. It's so stupid that it isn't cross-platform already. I guess what their biggest holdup is that they're afraid that, yes, it was lucky I didn't fall down. I think the biggest worry that Bethesda has with doing cross-platform is that the PC community is kind of known for hacking the system a little bit, and that'll make it unfair for all console players.
Nothing will stop this unit from fulfilling its mission.
But they should at least allow PlayStation and Xbox to do it at this point.
Error. System failure imminent. Error. Stand by.
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels.
Battle loaders,
Security
totally
bunker
useless for me.
online. Take shelter immediately.
God damn it. See, and then that happens. It updated about the mines. It's okay, I should be able to get it to, at least this process started again pretty easy. It's just stupid that it does that sometimes. I wish it didn't. That means I need to actually scrap some stuff anyway, 'cause otherwise I won't be able to do this in the first place. And that's why I say you gotta do it at least 5 times to make sure that it's working right. I put 9,000 of these in here. If it decides that it's gonna trigger the mines, then it's already messed up and you gotta do it again. It's kind of stupid, but that's just how it works. But the good thing is that you can just close out the mines and go back in and probably get it to work. Boy, I'm just having allergy issues today.
an automated message.
See?
Evacuation is in progress.
And if you
Please
got
proceed
that
to the nearest
double
exit
mission
in
thing
an
going
orderly
on, then you
manner.
probably got it right in the first place to at least let you start doing the farming again. That's too close. This chair, it was a birthday gift. You'd have to check on Amazon how much they are currently. I'm not really sure. I want to say it might have been like 250. I don't really remember. This is Noble Chairs. They're the only ones that make the Fallout chairs is Noble. It's a really nice chair. I like it a lot. It is super comfortable. It actually has the ability to like lean back and stuff. My only problem with it is that it doesn't have a leg rest.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Yeah, it's a very nice chair. Maybe you can talk her into getting you one. They make a Nuka-Cola one also, and a Quantum Nuka one. I really looked at and analyzed all three of them. The one that's got the best like seat pad on it though is the Vault-Tec one. I do kind of like the headrest on the Nuka-Cola one a little bit better. And I'm going to be honest, I just don't like the color scheme of the Quantum. I think it looks bad. I think they could have done better with it.
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter immediately. Alert.
Okay, trying
Unauthorized
again.
personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Like I said, once I make the fifth one, that's when I create a team and invite people on. Just really got to make sure that it's actually working correct. I'd invite people to go and farm the snake, but if you don't have the right setup, you're honestly just kind of in the way on that one. This one I can just have people hide off the corners and they're totally safe. This is the best
Warning,
experience
energy
hack.
usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels.
If you can get on with the
Security
group,
bunker online.
For
Take
anyone
shelter.
that knows how to farm, this is the best experience hack. You can't farm the squad. And the only two that are farmable in all truth are the of course I'm gonna forget what it's called. But the
Alert.
snake at the end
Unauthorized personnel detected.
and
Activating defense systems.
the robot. Everything else you gotta go through the actual raid to be able to go after. Otherwise, if you're looking for like good ways to get intelligence as quickly as get your intelligence up as quick as possible. No, shit. Oh, that was super duper lucky. How did I even survive that? You guys saw that, right? I landed on the pad and didn't die. Full radiation for the win, I guess? You need to be level 50 to get ghoul. You can buy it, but it's like the equivalent of $10 to get to level 50 immediately, and that's just not really worth it. But if you want to do what you see me doing, you have to be a ghoul. So,
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperature unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter immediately.
Was that 2 or 3 on this new one?
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
No, it really doesn't take that long to get to level 50 even without hacks. I think Bethesda's given up on fixing this. I think it would take them completely redoing all of this stuff. Alright, that was 2. Now, honestly, if you just go and farm
Take shelter immediately.
medtech, then you'll be able to get to 50 really fast. Run daily ops. Daily ops are a great way to level up quick. There was a glitch a few weeks ago to where like everything in daily ops was 3 times what its experience should be for almost a week.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Once I get this set up. And I will be inviting people in. And all you guys really got to do is hide in the background and I'll get your levels up. You want to be a moderator?
Warning. Unit breakdown probability exceeds 90%. Mitigation.
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter immediately. Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Now, the best build for a ghoul depends on what you're doing. Ah, shit! It knocked me off. The Gorilla Gunslinger is what I would go with primarily. That seems to be like the best stuff to have for getting your onslaught stacks up. Okay, hopefully that didn't just completely wipe the thing out. Nope, did not. Good.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
That was lucky that it didn't just completely mess that stuff up right then. Definitely you want radioactive strength, glowing strength, I don't remember what it's called. But that is probably the biggest buff that you can get in the whole game is the extra strength perk that comes with being a ghoul. If you're really into melee, then you should just go full on feral all the time, because you get like 150 extra melee damage, and that's just insane.
Combat. Warning. Unit breakdown probability exceeds 90%. Mitigation.
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe
Oh yeah, they added a
levels.
bunch of new
Security
perks
bunker
just
online.
for the ghoul.
Take shelter immediately.
Okay, if it's still working after this next one, then I can invite people in.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
I'll go ahead and make a team now so you guys can jump on. It looks like it's gonna work. Nice. I am at level 501 now. You should be able to fast travel here, or at least to my location. No, go ahead and ask questions. Ask away. I'm totally fine with that. God damn it.
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter immediately.
I will keep this going though, so just get on in if you can get on in. 'Cause if I wait too long, it ends up
Unauthorized
not
personnel
working.
detected.
If you
Activating
miss
defense
one,
systems.
just wait outside, then come in on the next one. Go ahead and ask questions. I learned a shit ton about these things so that people can ask questions. That was close. Ooh, that was good. All right, yes, make sure that you have all your quests cleared out, because if people come in here, it stops working, then I already know what's going on.
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter immediately.
You don't talk about that. I'm sorry, that's one thing I don't talk about. People have gotten outright banned talking about that thing happening. You will completely crash servers. Oh, somebody who joined on the team still had stuff going. That's just freaking great. See, this is what happens when people don't follow the rules. I can say it a million times. It doesn't. I believe you. I can say what to do, what not to do a million times. Doesn't mean it's gonna get listened to every time, though. Yeah, it'll completely crash servers. So we don't talk about that. We don't discuss how that thing is possible or anything like that. I've heard of people getting outright banned for that. That's interesting. Literally just 1 second. I just need to turn the screen off so I can vent. Just 1 second. Will be right back. I'm back. Uh, I'm not setting that up all over again right now. It is such a pain to set up for somebody to jump onto a team and not have cleared out all their stuff. So I'm just gonna enjoy the game in my own way now. No, you got messed up because somebody joined on with having probably a mission selected still. So that's the most likely thing because I did it 5 times in a row and it hadn't messed up, and then it messed up right after. So I'm not setting that up again. It is a pain in the butt to get going. I probably should start enforcing the rule that my wife had originally done, which is if you're not a subscriber and you want to play with me, go ahead and subscribe. It's $2.99 a month, and I will play with you. I will set stuff up. Then it's not a waste of my time. But listening to the exact rules that I'm giving is very important for getting the raid going for farming. Because that is just frustrating to get the whole thing set up and then have it collapse. So I'm inside my own shelter. I'm going to build some shit here because I need to anyway. Oh, greenhouse fruit. Didn't even know I had that. That's probably going to be the last thing I set up. Okay, I'm going to build now. Can I do a vendor over here? I think I can build one more. I can build one more. How small is that thing? Can't even see that. Okay. I'm gonna switch games. So I'm ending the stream at this moment. Actually, I'm gonna be done for tonight. I hope everybody has a good night. I'll be sending a message out to someone. Have a good one. Thank you.